Hey, what's up everyone? It's Speed Racer of Speed Racer 456V Productions here, coming to you with the last KO Transformers video in the series. It is of, as promised at the end of my KO Towline review, K.O Mirage. And here he is. Vehicle mode is a Formula 1 style car. Very, very nice. One thing that I don't like, though, about this figure, and I didn't like this when I first got it, when I was about, 3 or 4, is that the fact that the legs, or the back of the car even, very, very loose. We'll get on to why that is later in the video. But yeah, and also for some reason as well, they couldn't find a way to keep the splitter staying flush against the car, which sucks. And also too, on the hood, I tried this in the previous recording of the video, and I'm not going to try it again, but it actually says Speed Racer there. And before you ask, no, this is not where I got the idea for my YouTube username for. That'll be covered in another video. Maybe. But yeah, so yeah, there's K.O Mirage. And here's the accessory he comes with. A translucent blue mace and chain. Okay, first things first, who has a blue mace and chain? Ugh. Anyway, so now to get down to the meat of the review, which is the transformation. So what you want to do is you want to come to the back of the car, fold those out. Those will become the lower half of the legs, as you can probably work out. And yes, this guy does have VHS, or visible head syndrome. But anyway, then what you want to do is you want to come to the sides of the car, pull them out. That'll activate the arms. You just continue lifting the shoulder blades up to about here. That'll knock the splitter down, and then just carry it on from there. And there is K.O Mirage in his robot mode. So yeah, articulation wise, he's got some shoulder articulation prior to the transformation. He also has a lower shoulder swivel, as well as an elbow joint. Why his arms would want to go backwards on an elbow joint, I personally don't know. And his wrists are on a clip joint prior to the transformation. The legs, there's literally more or less no articulation in them. They can go back as far as there, and then forwards as far as there, and then the legs can bend at the knee downward prior to the transformation. Oh yeah, then you can take the figure, his blue mace. Now he's ready to go kick some Decepticon hiney on both the battlefield and on the racetrack. But yeah. Now transform him back, take the splitter, rotate it up, then come to the lower section of the arm, fold it up till it's flush with the side of the car, fold down the fist, rotate the shoulder blade in, repeat the process on the other side of the car, as so and as so. Then just take the legs, fold them back up to become the engine bay of the car. Overall, but yeah, overall, I am really regretting picking this figure up. It is just absolutely terrible. There really is no other way of saying it. And again, who the hell has a blue translucent mace linked to a chain? A blue chain? Overall, the K.O Mirage has got to be the worst Transformers figure I've ever owned. Now bear this in mind, I got it when I was about 3 or 4, so I thought it was really cool back at the time. But 12 to 13 years later, no. If you ever see that figure on a stand, God's sake, do not pick it up. That is all I ask. I mean, look. I've just thrown it now, look. On the floor am I angry at it. And it can't even retain the shape of the vehicle mode. Okay, now if I did that with any of the other KO figures that I've got, so I'm talking the KO Optimus, the KO Jetfire, and the KO Tow line, that wouldn't have happened. At least they would have had some dignity to stay in their vehicle modes. KO Mirage? No chance. Again, it's a really terrible figure, and I would strongly not recommend it. And by that I mean I recommend not picking it up. That's how bad a figure it is. And in fact, to be honest, that has got to be the first awful Transformers figure that I have in my collection. So until next time, folks, this has been Speed Racer of Speed Racer 456V Productions, saying thank you for watching. My next video will probably be one of the Legends Class Transformers reviews that I promised to do in my update video. That, or it will be episode 2 of Trainspotting Sodor Style. So yeah, and I'm also really pleased with that video as well, because it's hit nearly 200 or so views. In fact, it may have even gone over the 200 viewer barrier. And if it has, I just want to say thank you to the 200 viewers or so who have watched that video. So yeah, until next time, folks, this has been Speed Racer of Speed Racer 456V Productions, and I leave you with this last thing. That is one hell of a fat pigeon. I've just noticed something. Oh, well, in saying that, I actually noticed this in the first interval of the video when I was messing around with the figure. Give me a few minutes. Give me a few seconds. Midget Mirage! Oh man, I love that.